Hello, amazing, beautiful, incredible, super Minecrafting fam, and happy, wonderful hump day! Welcome back to the Minecrafting Doc channel. I have a question. Has anybody seen that camel? Wait, has anybody seen the camel? I would like to see him. Anyways, my name is Caridad. I am your Mind host. Welcome back to my craft room. I am an LMHC, licensed mental health counselor, and I have an EDD, a doctorate in counseling psychology. I am so honored, as always, to be here spending time with you and that you come back and you visit me. And if you're brand new, welcome. And if you're back to see me, thank you so much. And do not forget to subscribe down there and ring that bell. You know the tune. And also one of these, just for the heck of it. That would be nice. And if you enjoyed this video, give me one of those and let me know how it's going so I can know which direction to go in, because that's important too. That's very important. So what will we be talking about today? Checking in. But before we get started, just wanted to show you what I'm wearing. Check it out. Oh yeah, you see that, that guy right there, this lady right here. Yes, beautiful. I consider this guy my hubby. I wear this whenever I need a reminder that I have an anchor. My hubby over here and myself, and I need a reminder that, hey, we are super women. And I want to say thank you, and I'm grateful for all the women that have created changes and done amazing, wonderful things for us as women and allowed us to do the things we do today because they fought for us. And also thank you, all of you who create changes and all the wonderful and beautiful things we do as women and the difference we make in this world. Do not forget, I highly recommend, celebrate yourself, whatever that means. Do something amazing and wonderful for you today, because this is International Women's Month. And it's so you can start practicing to do it all the time. And go ahead and give yourself a hug for all the beautiful things you do. So let's talk about checking in. And before we do that, just want to tell you, the reason I also wear this shirt is when, as a woman, I am feeling like I am not supported. It is really important to remember that we do have people who support us. They support us all the time. And if you don't, then I suggest that you get some, because it is really amazing and wonderful when you know you have an anchor outside and within. And that's what we'll be talking about, checking in, because we have anchors within, just as like we're having some outside. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is a craft little tool I use that I used to not use. As a matter of fact, I couldn't stand them, don't care for them, wouldn't use them, they annoyed me, but they're incredible. Sometimes there are tools, just like tools for the mind, that we're like, don't want to do that, don't care for that, keep it to yourself, and they actually will make life easier. So here it is, this baby. Look at this baby. Look at this baby. Look at this baby, how cute. This was my mother's glue gun. She had many, okay? But this is one of them. And yes, it's tethered. They have them now that they're cordless, so that's a beautiful thing. But look at it. Look at how happy. This is a happy glue gun. A happy, beautiful glue gun that's like, hey, come get me and use me, because look how happy I am. And it's a little baby, so it makes things easier. And what do you do with glue guns? Glue guns are used for materials that wouldn't be glue with other type of glues, like super glue or some of my liquid glues or some of my other tape runners. It won't work with those. So like felt or materials or plastic, or when you do wreaths and you put flowers on them, or other type of like little things that you would use that normally you can't use glue with. nothing like a glue gun. The only thing is that it has that long string, like there's cheese and there's no cheese, so why is there a string? So it allows you to circle it around, so you can work out that wrist and get some acupuncture points going. So that's the beautiful. So look at the two things you get, maybe three, maybe four, from using the glue gun. And also using this glue gun allows you to let the glue dry immediately. You put it on, it dries quick. And one of the tools that I had, yes, this is from Christmas. And it took me this long to do it because that's the way cutting that works sometimes. So these things, nothing was working to glue them. So then my mom was like, hello, you got a glue gun. Thank you, Mom. And she gave me this wonderful idea. So I appreciate that very much. Always connected. And then I glued them with that. And now look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And it worked perfectly and easy. And I love that about that glue gun. So just like anything else, there are tools in the craft room that sometimes we don't pay any attention to because they might be too much work, don't want to learn them, don't want to do them, and they're a headache. But then when you take the time to actually use them, you realize that they got more perks than not. Mine works the same way. So I wanted to talk to you about checking in. And again, before I go there, side note, just in case I didn't say this, I want to thank all of you who sent prayers out for my girl, Terry, and she's doing amazing and wonderful. And hi, Terry! One day, I'm going to have her come join us. So we can meet. Don't forget to check her out in the Ya Ya collection, where she gives you all kind of crafting tips, tricks, and shows you all these cool and beautiful projects that I so enjoy. She is really incredible at what she does. So please go check her out. I'm going to attach a link of the Ya Ya collection. Okay, so checking in. Let's talk about checking in. The importance of checking in. I do yoga every Tuesday. My yoga teacher, specifically at the beginning of yoga, says, scan your minds and scan your body. How are you feeling? So it's a check-in without judgment. Because what she says is that when you do that check-in, you scan your mind, see where you're at, what is it saying, what is it doing, and you check your body. Is there aches? Is there pain? Do you have a headache? What's going on? You're checking in, and that in itself creates a change. Because becoming aware gives you the opportunity to do something instead of it catching up with you later and you having too many things to do to notice, and then it'll be knocking at your door, and then you're reacting to it completely in a non-healthy way. So checking in as soon as you wake and even throughout the day is pertinent for mental wellness, because no one has the time to check in on everybody all the time because we got our own lives. So it's so important that you take the time to check in on yourself. Every time you see a plane or you hear a plane, oxygen mask on, which means I check in on me. Always check in, mind and body. So, second part of it, I took a class called with the VA called Mind Body Medicine. And what we did at the beginning of every class, which was 8 to 10 weeks, was they would check in. They would literally ask us, how are you doing? At every class. And some people shared very sad things. Some people share very nice things. Some people share trauma. Some people share tragedy. But it wasn't about resolving or judging. It was just about being checked in and on, and then you share whatever it was that was going on in there, and you let it out. Or my body is not feeling that good today. It's a miracle I'm here, but you're here. Thank you. So no judgment. And it was like when we checked in, even though there wasn't going to be resolution, there was a shift in how we were doing throughout the class, which was an hour and a half to 2 hours. So it was incredible to know that that can happen just by the simple act of checking in. And the last thing, if you do Natalie Kogan way, she adds that when you're checking in on yourself, that you come in with, again, zero judgments. All three of these, my yoga teacher, Mind Body Medicine with the VA, and now Natalie Kogan, is about zero judgments. And she adds, to support yourself when you're sharing how you're feeling mentally and physically, Support yourself like you would support a friend. The same way you would support a friend, you do with you. So right now, as soon as I wake up, my mind's not feeling good. I'm having a sad day. I'm berating myself with shoulda, coulda, wouldas, or how horrible I am, or thinking about the past and my body, my arm is hurting, my back is hurting, my legs are hurting. And instead of going into where I do this myself and I'll be like, things will never change. It's always going to be the same. Why do I keep trying? Why does it have to be this bad? Life really sucks. Instead of going into that, since I have been practicing the check-in mode and technique and tool, I tend to more than not go, where's my mind? Okay, today I'm feeling a little off and I'm feeling angry. What do I need to do to support myself? Where's my body? Oh, my back is killing me today. I can't even get up from this bed because any movement feels like it hurts. How do I support myself? So some of the things I do is, of course, I'm going to do my 4-7-8 breath. I'm going to smile 3 times. Even when I don't want to do that. And I am going to say 3 thank yous. Then as I get up, if I feel I'm at my worst, I'm going to superhero stance. And today I did 5 superhero stance back to back. Doo, 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 doo. They look like this. But that was standing. So that's how I looked, which made me laugh. And then I went and washed my face with cold water, gargled, and then when I peed, I didn't hum because I didn't feel like humming and I was not at a great place. I sang a song. Yes, she did. She sang. So that shifted me in itself. So, and then I was like, so my back's hurting. What do I need? I put on some of my patches. I also have different creams I wear. Yeah, it's like I'm wearing them. I use different kind of creams. I also then was not allowing myself to talk nasty to me. Unacceptable. Was not going to do that. Non-negotiable. Because my brain was having a not so good moment. I also had some things to let off my emotional whiteboard, and I talked to my husband about those. And that in itself brought a shift. So I invite you for this whole entire week, from hump day to hump day. I invite you to check in. And what does that look like? You could do it as simple as number 1. You have number 1, number 2, number 3. Number 1 is you just check in. How's my mind feeling? How's my body feeling? No judgments. You're done. You know how they're feeling. Boom. Go from there. Number 2, you check in and you're saying how you're feeling. And number 3, you check in with support. You support yourself like you would support a friend. You wouldn't berate or put down a friend who's sharing troubles they're having or things they're thinking that are causing them stress or bringing their life in a negative way. You would support them and be there for them. So I invite you to do the same for you. So check in. Mind. How's my mind doing? Oh, I'm feeling good today. How do I support that? Well, I'll continue to do things that make me happy. Woo woo. How does my body feel? Okay, right now my neck is hurting somewhat. Okay, so not doing much of that. And I'll make sure I turn my whole body when I look so I do not continue to injure myself. So check in, check in, check in. All right, with that being said, I believe I am just going to post this as is, and I hope you're okay with that. Have a beautiful rest of your hump day, and happy National Craft Month to all my crafters, which, if you know, we are all crafters. And again, thank you to all the women who have made a difference in all our lives. Be well, have a beautiful one, and take care. Till next time, woo woo!